marriage, if you argue with your wife or Henny, do you just throw her away? No, you patch things up.
Okay.
See,
so are you going to, you are a patron, are you going to possibly talk with these people so that they rescind their decision, possibly in forming another movement to move on? Because I don't know how negative effectively did the breakaway of Alan, how did it affect your party? When
it affected it because Alan does have supporters, and Alan has been with the party for a long time. And during the Kufuor time and all of that, and we all heard the stories. So, and he wanted to go and so forth and so that, and fortunately or unfortunately, Nana Akufo-Addo came, and he did a great job to me. And unfortunately, maybe he was advised or he took his own decision and formed his own party. One thing about Ghanaians, we don't shift like that easy. In Ghana, is either MPP or NDC. And you don't really see too many people in the middle that like 20% of the votes is with a different party. You always see MPP or NDC. Right. So you always see it fluctuating between the two parties. And the two parties are pretty much similar, you know.
Okay, in terms of...
Even with development, you know, our motto within the MPP is development for freedom. And same thing, similar speech with NDC. So we all want democracy. We all want peace. And that's why you even see right now with this current government using the same policies that Akufo-Addo has implemented. You know, the Agenda 111, President John Dramani Mahama said it was a great idea, you understand. Even the free SHS, Akufo-Addo did it for all SHS. Even right now, I believe in this preliminary stages, they're only doing it for first year students and the students in the first year with disabilities. And you know, this government is in its first year, so we should give them a chance and see what happens. But you have to understand that when you're looking at MPP in 2024, there was COVID, there was a pandemic throughout the whole
Many
world.
people do not believe that that affected the running of the government in the COVID not have any impact, because that's what the opposition used to amass most of the votes that got them into power. And you are saying, let's see, you are outside Ghana, let's see the impact of the COVID on the world economy. How was it very impactful on the world economy?
Well, you know, let's look at even in Ghana. Our borders were closed. Most jobs also downsized, and most jobs even closed as well. So if jobs are closing, fuel was increasing because it was becoming scarce. You can't leave your home. You're not generating income. Then you ask yourself, how do you eat and survive? And one good thing that Nana Akufo-Addo did was that for 1 year, almost 1 year, he gave free light, free water, and so forth. But unfortunately, we couldn't see it because the need was so great. So I think we should give the MPP another chance.
With what the NDC is doing now, do you think they have a chance?
Oh, you know, no government is perfect because NDC is facing challenges as we speak, as we saw recently with the cocoa farmers. Unfortunately, not getting paid, you know, and so forth, and having a CEO, I don't know if he didn't forecast properly or project properly, or this is not his expertise in commodities, you know, and they're trying to resolve the issue because Ghana is the second largest producing country with cocoa. Number one is Ivory Coast, and they also took a hit, and most of that has to do with being locked into contracts for 2 years and not projecting. You know, during 2024, we saw cocoa prices shoot up astronomically, like to $10,000, $12,000 on the world market, and now you're seeing it less than $4,000. So, but if you are an economist, you should know that anything that shoots up, even gold, by all means, it will come. It will drop. It will come down. So you have to project, have to do your proper audits, and you must have a better risk assessment and risk plan if in case something happened. And this is Ghana. We need to have a processing plant so that we can refine our raw products.
We normally do say that, but the reality has eluded us because normally we had Agenda 111, we had one district, one factory and all that at your time, but those things could not actually materialize. So we're still talking about having a processing plant. To the best of my knowledge, as Switzerland and Australia and co get a lot of our beans and the process get more profit from them. When will Ghana have that opportunity of establishing its own plant so that we can refine, add value to the cocoa?
Right. We can do it now.
Now.
What's stopping us?
What stopped you from doing it when you were in office in the MPP?
We was hit with the pandemic, but right now this current administration, and one thing about Ghana I've noticed is when a particular government comes into power, let me use roads as the example. They come into power. When they do the roads, the next government comes into power, they leave the roads. That should be amended in our constitution, I think, that when one government starts roads and they couldn't finish, the other government should continue, not just roads, but every project that it, for some reason, if it's time, they didn't have enough time or funding, they should continue so that we can move forward.
Is it same with where you're coming from? The U.S., how do they do it?
Just the same. They
It's
move
same.
forward.
They
Yes.
move forward.
Yes.
They continue with
They continue with
the previous administration.
Yes, except for this particular president. You see, recently he wanted to change Kennedy Center to Trump and so forth. Yeah, but they continue.
Okay. Let me translate to Chi so that
Okay.
others could
I know
also-
I'm doing risi, and everybody's like, "What did she say?"
Anyway, ene nana ya ono eye patron edema the New Patriotic Party or say communicator the New Patriotic Party. Yeshase say ene MPP for akotoaba ede ama the flag bearer eye Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ni eyi ne say no say MPP for akotoaba also bia de bia no wo bia no onyan to ho na ombe support Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia na isi atoaba na wi what is the here and say party ne be kabomu na omo akọ wo anim bikobusa no efa se ne yatete se ekuo bi ye wo party no pese omo ti omo ho na omo ti movement se de Alan Kwadwo Chamatin eyeye no se o nipa na nkasa na omo pese omo ti sa movement man no aba bontin categorically aka ni pin se nyade a ono obefree party ni party no na busua nti kan ye obi a ohoma MPP for oma NDC for abubunu no titru na ohoma nti mabunu mo omo nyoma dwene se omo ebeti omo free party busa na se omo ti omo ho a ebet ha party na se de Alan Chamatin to say yes Alan Chamatin na oye obi a na edom edinachi nti o free party ni mu na okoti ni movement no party no nti nya de a sei we no nso ebeba na se we ba enha party nti on de osre senka obi a ye nyina abusua kro nti nka omo nyina enhwemom na omomwa ema party nki ye nenam na ana yebepie mu ewo cocoa board na ochese ene problem kese ba ko a ede Ghana so eye problem abeto eye Ghana for any cocoa board cocoa price ya titete so in Crown box shase ka se 2024 price na ko ya could do somewhere $12,000 per ton na ene atia baba eye 4,000 na nipa na da say onim cocoa adwuma no ana se sebio wan calculate yi and I must nabasa, but whatever it is, no time a course no senka ohunu se akosro na the also mu ye bia mu ye na come to the sustainment me massa eho ena ye drew. So Nana, let's continue from where we left there. Now Baumia is now the elected flag bearer of the party. Going forward, what do you expect from him?
I expect him to be a father for all, so that those who feel that since he's a Muslim, that he represents all Ghanaians,
Okay.
all faiths.
Okay.
That's why I expect him to merge all of us together, so we can celebrate with him, and he would take the nod as our president in 2028.
Believe that he come in 2028?
I believe that would be that's part of that. Yes, he can do it.
He can do it.
Why can't he? He was the vice president.
Yes.
So he has the experience.
With the tag that has been given him, the failed government, as people put it, in 2024, they see the Kufuor's government as failed government, and he was part, the second in command of that government, and people that have that perception about how are you going to erase that one from the minds of Ghanaians?
And that would take time, and that would be through his speech, and any policies and his messages that he will have for Ghanaians.
Okay.
So
I
I think he
that
can do it.
You can do it.
He can do it.
He'll be able to convince Ghanaians.
He's an intelligent man. He's a politician. He's been in the game. He saw the lapses from the previous government, and he's already apologized. And I'm glad when you know that something is wrong, you acknowledge it, and then we work for a better good. Because keep in mind, our current president, President Mahama, they didn't do so well in the previous government before, but look at now. Look at the track record now. He also apologized and also said tears, and now we are moving forward, and we are, at least some of us is comfortable, but most of Ghanaians at large are not comfortable because minimum wage is still low. So the average Ghanaian is taking a salary of 600 Ghana cities.
Okay.
600 Ghana cities, Nana. Can you eat every month off of 600? Not a day,
Yes.
Not every 2 days.
Yes. That's about 28 to 30 days.
Yes, every month.
Yeah.
And you have a wife,
Have children.
your side chick. I don't. How?
Okay.
How?
Anyway.
How do you eat? How do you pay your bills?
Yeah. So that's the big question.
Right. So we need to.
But you
even
think you
increase
have
that.
you have what it takes to put Ghana at the place that we're going to be okay when it comes to the minimum wage and salaries and all that?
Anytime I go to a media house, I always advocate for the blue-collared man. I'm always advocating that they should increase minimum wage to 100 cities a day. If it's 30 days, 3,000 cities a month.
That's the minimum wage.
I think.
You think, based on what?
100 cities a day.
Based on what you.
So let's say that you buy kenke every single day, and one kenke, a ball of kenke is 5 cities or 7 cities, but let's use 5.
Okay.
And then you buy fish of 15 cities. So 5 plus 15 is 20.
Yes.
Just for you, you're eating it every day, 30 days. God forbid you get sick. Most Ghanaians take care of their mothers, take care of extended family members. How do you pay your rent? So if you don't do these things, then you're training the average Ghanaian to be an armed robber.
But the economy does not support that. How do we marry the two? Because the economy is not that big. It's not that rich to support an average Ghanaian. Maybe
You think so?
Educate me.
Ghana's rich in a lot of resources.
For example.
Okay, let's use gold that we just had an issue with recently that was before PMMC, and now it's gold theft.
Gold bought.
Okay, gold theft. You said
You
gold bought.
said gold theft. Why do you call them gold theft?
I mean, didn't you hear recently that they said what, 214 million
But it came with an
dollars
explanation.
as a loss? How do you lose that?
The trading losses that comes
Okay,
with it. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what they said.
Yo, mate.
Okay, so with the gold,
With the gold, we have bauxite, we have rubber. Even I'm a rubber owner, plantation owner. I'm a farmer. We have so many things: food stuff, food products. You name it, Ghana has it. Shea butter, we have it. Cashews, we have it. So why are we poor?
but that's not the first time we have, these things have been with us. So what is the problem with Ghana?
We have cocoa.
What's the problem? Because we have had all these things for a very long time.
I don't know.
Is it because our leaders are not performing?
I think that's the main reason.
Including your MPP.
I didn't say including my MPP.
I'm asking.
I said I think some leaders, like, okay, for instance, let's take this for example. Let's not go far back. Let's go recently. I believe the finance minister read the budget of 2025.
Yes.
And he said from January to April 2025, we made $1.8 billion. Am I lying?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's zero. What happened? And you didn't pay your farmers. Did the money disappear? It vanish? Or we are not holding people accountable. So there needs to be, if we're saying corruption with MPP, then corruption is hitting us right now in NDC.
Okay. Right. So let's come to you personally. You are from Mampong.
Asante Mampong.
Asante Mampong. I heard you be catchy. Asante Mampong, you be catchy.
Me a Mampong this shit.
Oh yeah, Mampong.
Yes.
Na no kura cancer, brofo.
Oh, but a woman was US, me pacho. So me treat and yet cry. Me pacho.
Yeah, oh US into treat me kura. And so, but we MPP ni. And oh yeah, Asante Mampong this year.
Me pacho.
Okay. Inti me amras baba men chere de okan ni mu ansa na about.
Yo,
so right. Inti nana ya na me ndi nkomo no. Yesan ekoba omie ho na o kase oho ehweba omia sede na dwenu mu do. Ene sede nim de etia. Obetimi aka party na bom. Na 2028 enye den a MPP ebetimi agitumi no e de free NDC for ho. Kubusa send for say omo bo modern say o. E de be modern bo a ena wo mo ebo. Ene ohwe NDC a omo so enya problem kakra kokko de no ewo ho waka ho nsem. Wasan akase party bi eni ho a obetena ban mu a onya shocks to say the MPP for enya entenye den a ebedu baby no omo ho ebefro anipa ekakra na ono de ogidie ewa rehwemu se New Patriotic Party ebetimi akon no oba ebegina se ohwe Ghana for a omo ye no manwa because the minimum wage no 600 Ghana cedis ebede na nipa atena se bosome na what the 600 Ghana cedis ahwe no ho ahwe ne ba ahwe ne yire ahwe ne maame ahwe ne nuanom entimi ensin kono de nka ne pemu a ne yemu a because nka minimum wage no eko 3,000 Ghana cedis na musa so ye economy ye wo mu pai ebetimi support se de wonya ketua kora wo Ghana ha no so nya 3,000 Ghana cedis so yes eno kore ohwe Ghana ye wo koko ye wo gold eno no friend gold theft no gold board e wo ho no ma kanena PMMC for no na e wo ho ena se gold board aba hwe koko ni gold ene ejapade ahodo Yakopon ade adom yen a eni senka Ghana ye din hia na mebusan se ne ne haw no efri he no se ne na mpanyufo a wo mu edi oman nanimu no ena wo mu nam so amasa haw nam se ne na ne party ka ho no se whatever ena ho ene see enti ye kwa Asante Mampong. Now let me ask you where and what do you want to do at Mampong?
Okay. Mampong, my mom's building is the MTN building in Mampong. And unfortunately, my mother, Ekai Baby,
okay,
she's no longer there.
Okay.
And
Masa meka twi no dia obetimi ate. What you say?
yeah, if you
And
speak
you meka
Tree.
twi no
Last
waka.
time someone gave me the whole interview in Tree, and I responded in
And you
English.
meka twi no waka.
Yo.
Enti yen komampon ni so. Also ma me efie ni MTN.
Me
Dan na
patry.
wo no.
Aye.
All right. Nti je na person yo mampon.
Well, and so far in Mampong, I've done over 40 projects.
Unkwa.
Me patry.
Unkwa ye be 40 projects.
40 over.
What I been attache? What are reasons? Sorry about that. Yeah.
What made me start these projects is one day I went to a town called Nama, and I saw a lady drinking straight from a stream. And the same stream, they were washing clothes.
Okay.
And I started to cry. Miss Susan.
Ususa.
And everybody was like, Ade, mommy. And I was like, oh, let me do borehole for you guys. Because you can get infection. And they looked at me crazy. Infection bang.
Infection bang. So no.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they said, oh, no. I felt so sad. So that's when I started my project. So I bought a boba yard for that town so they can generate some small monies. They said they needed a school. So I gave them cement and all the materials.
Projects ni bini.
Oh, this one, I built a school in Asem.
Asem.
This is a KG2 block. From the ground up, I built it at Jerry Asi's hometown.
Okay.
And I think it's left with the plastering and some doors and windows. And I built this at Asem.
Asem.
Yes, please.
Into a KG2. KG project.
Yes, a KG project.
Okay.
That I did.
And why we are boreholes who
Kofiase, Baku Kofiase Mepacho, and Baku Apa.
Nina from your own resources.
Yes.
And now the
yes, and yeah, Obi and Mami one city.
One casa resources.
Yeah, Mepacho. And yeah, government funding.
Yoko hu yinti. And now yes, obey yes,
yes, because I said me a man pound this year. So me person me yeah puntunjuma et me bois me chrome. I hope I said it correctly.
You said it correct.
Okay.
That's a tree in what tea.
I mean, tit, but can't ASM.
Won't but they can't ASM.
Yes.
Anyway. To where you're
This is Tadian Park, and who me excavator? A me own excavator.
One out toy.
Me were excavators.
Who excavators?
Baby.
Okay.
Payloaders, baby.
Where contractor?
Well. I don't want to get it, right now they're doing stop gala what but but I rent machines to people who need them. So if you're a construction person and you need machines, you can rent them from me. Yes.
I know now the year projects.
Me patry.
Okay. Let's delve deep.
You wanna go?
Let's delve deep.
You wanna go deep?
Yes, let's go deep. Some me konkonsa ni me radio so na me konkonsa. Me radio so na me konkonsa. Enti all your project no who seek permission from them?
Me patry.
From the district assembly now.
Yes, so I even did a sword cutting. Right, why I didn't think maybe like why would I go to someone's land? Like
it's your hometown.
Right, but Mimbodam about this is even a boiler you're showing. But why would I go to my someone's land and start working? I would definitely ask permission from Nananonum, the traditional council, and the assembly.
Okay.
And I did a sword cutting.
When was that?
Last year, maybe May.
2025.
Yes.
May. And our chance is away.
Yes.
And assembly now my permission se koyeno.
And assembly abba me sword cutting.
Sword cutting.
Yes. But at the time, Mampong didn't have an MCE. Okay. So the coordinating director came and the engineer from the assembly came. And all the traditional council people, about 5 to 7 came. Some are even my family, my relatives, and even Tadiem Ohene, he was present. With Mampong people, about 300 people from Mampong, and then 8 media houses, including Lawson, came.
Okay.
The
Omo
local
nyinaa
media
bae.
house. Yes.
So I didn't see until Omuka said, Jai.
So when I was asking to do, I wanted to do the drains. They said, okay, Nana Koyet. And I said, there should be a plan. They said, we don't have a plan.
So
Use your own head.
the one kasa forward.
Yeah, forward drain, yeah.
Wow.
I said, but I'm not a contractor. Oh, buy 0.9 drains. So I went to Wood Village, because my house is in Nahojo. Went to Wood Village at Sokobine. And I bought 0.9 drains, which is the last size. And then I transported them all the way to
All the way to Mampong.
Yep.
Okay.
And because I want my people to have business, so I bought all my cement from the people of Mampong. All the sand, all the materials from Mampong.
I see. So after all these things,
All these things, when I did the drains, I even begged the assembly, come and check to make sure they're correct, that the water will be flowing and all that. They said they would come, but they never came. And now, at that time, the MCE was appointed. And I asked, and then I left the gutters. You know, there's some space between the completed drainage system. So I wanted to use their drip machines to fill. And I wrote a letter and everything. And he didn't allow me. They wanted to charge me 15,000 Ghana cities.
oh yeah, dear Makruno, you are doing the thing to help the town.
Right.
And they are charging you for helping the town.
Akufo-Addo gave drip machines to say, build your own town. And now they want to charge a whole me to rent their machines. And I thought that was crazy.
Wow.
Renting, not including diesel oil.
I see. Helping the
I'm scared.
community. You are, oh my, helping the community with your own resources, you know, your own energy,
Yes.
your own plan, your ideologies,
Yes.
and everything.
Yes.
And they wanted to charge you for
Charge
helping the
me.
community.
Adeng.
Wow. So after that, what did you do?
So I, in every area, including even Kumasi here, you go to Dakojom, you see that they have machines you can rent. So Mampong also has that. So I went and hired a machine for 7,000 cities, and they filled the drain. So the drains were finished. And then I wanted to do AstroTurf. So I contacted a company in East Legon. They said 11 players, 11 billion. 8 players, 5 billion.
Okay.
I said, let me do the 8-player, 5 billion.
Okay.
And then people say, oh, no, the park is too small. Ooh. I said, Jaiwa, I said, maybe yet. And then they used some tactics, and then they said they stopped me.
That means they didn't like the 5FF, the 8 players.
Yes, they want a bigger.
Why couldn't you do it?
But
that
why would I
bigger?
use 11 billion and I'm not the MP? Now I'm trying
But
to.
you have taken
I'm
it upon
trying
yourself
to
to
contest.
do that. Yes, you have taken it upon yourself to do it.
Half a loaf is better than none.
But sometimes half of loaf is not better because it may spoil the whole thing. Because when you do it 8 players, it won't accommodate the standard players that are supposed to play on the pitch.
But you have children too that you can utilize the park. You can also use the park for funerals. They charge the park.
It will deprive the teams there standard pitch to play.
We have team.
Yeah, they have teams around. Do you want to contest?
Yes. Well, the people of Mampong would like me to contest.
They
yes.
have come to you
Yes,
to tell you to come and
said
contest.
yes.
So you are ready to contest.
Oh, why not? I would like to answer the call.
So are you getting prepared?
As prepared as I'm going to be. This will be my first time. Bompaya, mommy.
You won't pay amount. You won't pay amount. You person 2 MP no or no.
The current MP is Honorable Amprechu.
Yeah, person 2 no.
I'll try.
You try.
I'll try.
Is he not doing well?
I don't know what he's doing, but I'll try.
But if you want to contest, that means you might know what he's doing there, so that you know which grounds to stand to contest him.
People in Mampong said I did over 40 projects, and most people don't do all these projects before.
So they see that you could help the community,
Yes.
see the constituency, so they want you to
Correct.
contest and then be the MP. So when you become MP of Mampong, what will you do for
That's
the people?
a good question. Me pese, Me fa 2 factories ebeba Mampong.
What the 2 factories?
Yes.
Which factories are they?
Like, okay, Mampong, they're known for vegetables, like carrots, green peppers. So I want to do like a Kivo factory in Mampong, or even wash the vegetables, package them nicely, and sell them to you in Kumasi or Accra.
All right. So that's the problem. But if you don't become an MP, you can still build a factory.
Yeah, you can.
Yes. So why do you want to become an MP before you build a factory?
But I've done over 40 projects. I've even removed the boiler, 40-old boiler, with my own money.
Okay.
So why not?
Okay.
We all have a dream.
Okay.
And it takes one step at a time. So this is my step.
This is your step.
Yes, please.
So what will you tell the people of Mampong? Now that they are listening to you because they listen to this station a lot.
You see, this is my my equipment. That's my machine.
Okay.
I would like to tell the people of Mampong, I'll be in Mampong on Monday, and that everybody should register and to vote. And if you would like to be a member of the new Patriotic Party, our membership is from March 1st to March 31st.
Okay.
So I would urge all Ghanaians, not just Asante Mampong, all Ghanaians to register.
You want all Ghanaians?
You have to vote. That's what our forefathers fought for us.
So everyone, whether NDC or MPP,
And wherever, even if you are the green or red, whatever.
the one sitting beside you is your brother.
Hello, brother. You should vote.
He's not a green.
He's the blue.
He's a blue. So.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to vote.
Right. Since you're tired, I won't.
I'm not tired.
So we should continue.
Yeah, but you can translate for the people. My tree.
Yeah. Some make tree into question or what you say. Until the all kind, they also understand it in a way. The all can you say why you project a Makuma Quidria 9 ewo Mampong. Na the man share project as I say oko baby no kun say obi no nsuo etene. Na nsuo na etene no one no kro na time na one no na sat time no obi su si niema na ogina ho suye efiri ho no say obetubo ho amom no say otubo ho sen eno hu say Mampong for problems to why project mako 40 and they be a kg e be a boreholes e be ho atabo ya e de amom Mampong Tadium Park ena oye na adwen se oye koji permission every municipal assembly senka oye man permission ba ne cut shortcut ne kra ema oye drains ni nyina na okọ senka omfa drip machine no emma no na onfa enkoye we no omanfa ama no ntema no ko han machine every kumase ena oto culvert be free wood village na sefo ya ode koya ode ko nti oye project na ena yi MC na MC kache ne se wonya project no so obeto aso dia ene ye beji ne sika sei na na ebusa ne se project a wo unya mfaso bia wo so wo ye aboa makro no ne ye ju sika no se an ene ma oye na dwen se nka oye astrotef e de ama tademfo no na astrotef they say nipa 11 ne begina so a 11 billion enei fencing 1.1 million Ghana cedis ena omobeji no na 8 people ne begina so abobo no so dia na 5 billion that's 500,000 Ghana cedis no beje no so ne nkobeye 500 no na manfo so there bi nkoye we no se ade na wo se otam sika saa ekoye we na se bi oni boy den saa na enumu na ye ka project na mkobusa na se ade Mampong city no nya wo be pa na no se an Mampong fo no se wo mra na omra emepre city na mebusa na se obetu onobra mpretum no se wo be try so obetu onobra mpretum e di free so na onyan be ye MP no kra no ye project ahodo na obeye MP ade na ode beba na so the factories mienu akase mienu na beba Mampong no omota adua atosode vegetables and omota adua enti obeye bia ometimi a process na wine kama na mebusa na say na wa mbeye MP enti ontimi nya safa no so yes obetimi but Mampong for na prese omra na omra eme MP emfa emom ono so akrado say obeko nana
Yes, Nana. Why are there?
enti the crackra no sena beka so you have other people around there, they are also going to be here so that we discuss certain issues as well. So what will you tell people of Ghana? Will you go back to the USA?
Oh, but of course, I always go.
So when you become MP, will you be staying in the US or you will be staying in Ghana?
No, I can't do what other MPs have done.
Okay.
I won't name any names, but it's a female, but I wouldn't do that.
You will do
But
that.
I would go maybe 1 week, two
Come back.
weeks. Yeah, I don't stay that long.
Okay.
Anytime I'm in the US, I start missing Ghana.
Wow.
You know, US right now is cold, though.
Okay. So you run away from the cold.
I'm running away. My sisters even called me, Nana, it's too cold.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So finally, what will you tell Ghanaians? What will you tell people of Mampong? What will you tell
but
MPP
they should
people?
vote. We need unity. Anybody that feels any bitterness, there's proper ways and proper channels. It's like a house. You don't wash your underwear outside for everybody to see it.
Okay.
So we have, everybody, and those that were hurt by personal actions with party members, Fawakuma 2EM, and let's come together as one people. And somebody will step on your toes, but don't take it personally.
Okay.
Yes,
You're
we
a
all
political party.
need you.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
for
for having
passing
me,
through.
Ohene.
It's been a very wonderful time, having a wonderful time with you. We are saying. Anyway, thank you very much. Enti yeko ekudi enkomo. Mame mboni dini nyina. Beatrice Owarewa Siang. Bosi openana ya Owarewa Siang. Thank you very much for passing through.
You're welcome.
Right, so that is it. Democracy, Jumedi, and Wasugusua, Wuti, and Ne, Enyumri, Abeyafo, Atnasi, Nene, issues a hoodoo bibria. I was say ye di ho enkomo. O message a me kind ya to just obetim dia for 0551 599 933. Let me read some of the messages abana fe mabeyafo akwaba na yemfa enkomo twetwe no. And she say, "Keodi, good evening to you, the English lady panelists and all Asante Achimhwidium citizens, but Keodi, the co-farmers should blame Mr. Alan Chamatin because it's a result of the cuttage of cocoa prices." I don't want to know Nana Boaje from Asante Achimhwidium. Thanks. My name is Ntia. No kasa, but message or the aban Benji won Francis Seria. So everybody knows the cocoa price has reduced drastically in the world market, but some people are acting they don't know and insisting that it is the government's fault. Let's stop the propaganda and give time some time. It won't remain the same. We are hoping that it will rise. Greetings to Honorable Wisdom Osebuama MCE at Chuman Webeja South. Or no any way by. Good evening, Kyori Amokain from Bantama in the Senate West District. Why are journalists only focusing on cocoa farmers while maize, beans, and granite farmers are also suffering? And MPP maize was sold around 1,200 Ghana cedis at the farm gate, but today it's down to about 250 Ghana cedis, and farmers can't even find buyers. And maize farmers, not Ghanaians too. Oh, see, I come with my buy a kaya. All right, and also the answer. Why is it that those abroad want to come to Ghana politics? Is it because it is cheap or a way of getting money easily? Who knows? She's telling her. Who knows that people are telling her to contest anyway? Or no, anyhow, they are brave and they enumerate and no. Good evening, Kyori. I'm Solomon Jagri from Kunsu. NDC government is doing very well, but if they fail to prosecute the looters, it will be difficult for us in 2028. Kyori, I want to ask so, is CJ in Ghana? Was CJ in Ghana during the 2020 elections? All right. So that is the question. Wanonso ebusa ene enyumri. Mamenko na afi mema bidafo akwaba na ene enkomono yemfa enhyehyeso. Ene ya make say lawyer NS Akosa ewaha. Good evening.
Good evening.
Na boko de. Ede nyame ase. Only a private legal practitioner. Accra na dodo na tampempi no ya na owo. Sanso ena miami nua Frank Otu Echampon, lecturer Spiriton University, osan NDC communicator. Dwabini de shepa. Frank boko de. And then the famous Adoyao Henry Ojaba. Ono a communicator the man the new patriotic party ono so ha ojaba na boko de wabre wo asuma a friend say ejuma asuma o say
what was turn off the co demonstration chama body no yemre
sa wo to na ko bi
oh yeah so be ko farmer
okay
so na mo bi
anyway
good
all right Yeah, try say Professor Smasapon, ono Ebabe Kensa, ono ye Director Research, Innovation and Development or KSTU, ono Ebabe Kensa. Na ene ensem ahodo ewo honoma ewo se yedi ho enkomo ewo dwumedie eso. Ye behwe de cocoa issue no ebio. Ene cocoa tension no koso because farmers eni abre the omo ka nyina ene se aban ede omo nsa ahye boase hye ode ahye boase ne se kwan a omo fa so ekasaye in opposition womra na omo pretumi na omo kaye na enei ye baye ewom se ewiase edwama so ebo no abafom de ba omo hwe NDC aban time na owo opposition sem o kaye a nkeni se bebi a ode omo wedru nie omo mfa ho omo de omo da se omo maame awo na omo enua enso eno no ti enra womo ekone nam eye cocoa board na anadwunu nyina me ho pictures ni bi na chese omo eda so tete honom a emu emrewa ene nkokra omo enyina ete honom a omo chese price na enei aban ede amore 2587 Ghana cedis no womo bo enyo so ewom so war price no aba from edie but endis in some of kind omo ebo enyo so eno eho ensem ewo ha na enwumrei ebenya daje na afi yaka ho ensem nipa nwotwe a omo ede omo ni kiremu Burkina Faso ya omo koto atreyenchem ekoto wo mo sabio nipa bonyefo bi ekoto show so a omo ekun bi hibie no ene ya yakasai womo ehu ekaye na omo enwo no aba bepiem ewo Ghana hanom na ode woni ekyirem ewo ekoforidua emma omo eton toast ewo ho se womo hema anase baba ko a wono ka ho a wono ewu no womo stress aban se womo sie ne funu kura enso kura omo forma de emre womo na womo ensie no ha ebehwe enei se intelligence ena Ghana for yenya ana tuni tojedefo no efo ena omo amfa anase ye my Ghana ne asasi enti yentimi nuan toast ni bi wo so a ye tie be ye tensi ye Côte d'Ivoire eno kura Côte d'Ivoire ne hye so a sabio ene omai baako eye hia ena yeko ekofa tomatoes a ema saa atro ye nchemi ekoto Ghana for ana ene yebedi eho enkomo enso ewo dwumadie so na afi yaka ho ensem enso ewo ha yebehwe enei the petitioner ekopie mu ewo omampani aseye ya enei the electoral commission the commissioner ene the two deputies ye se womo emfa won ho enkodi na boni bia eni won ho de omo ede by petitions de by nsuo bia enyina mu enti enei womo emfa won ho enkonkodi ansemi baye minsetutu na endis for do no bebre no ebonye so anope ye de ho nkomo emmo kire se ye omo se omo ya eyi omo anase CJC sanipe womo emfa won ho enkodi ebeka discussion ho say is it coming to sway and I say a amanfo adwene de free the cocoa cocoa price because that's what people are insinuating womo eka say cocoa price ne cocoa ho sensem na ba na ban pese o twa amanfo adwene free so nti o de sansemi e de aba ebere sa dwumadi enso ewo ebehwe sansemi enso ewo dwumadie so na yedi ho nkomo 24-hour economy ene yasan amano aba yemra enti eno so yebedi nkomo ede afa ho but me yenhyase enfam free the cocoa sector na yenni nkomo ojaba me yenhyase enfam free ho na yenhwe nei cocoa bo wodwama so aba fom enti yesen kamo ntiase na yente so na ene yade akodan parliament say yenhwe na yenyemra yen calibrate no said ye fuel no ekosoro na kokofo de ekosoro eba fom a na yate so for over 100 years ago by me who say abasara ba nei si wiase eda no ho a na wada no ho bi ojaba ma mentio for the next 10 minutes
Dedikai my menchia our cherish listeners and viewers na me free region money there menchia the regional chairman on Abo Benjaminama Honorable Isha, Yempi Bakope, Nadia So, Member of Parliament, Honorable Frederick Abi, Oboy Mitchell Munina. Nina, one I can say close to 100 years in here. One, Yente say Cocoa Boy at soda. Two, for about almost 51 years in here. Yente say Cocoa Quia for a demonstration.
Yeah.
There a sign etoso ABM. Yen sign who say so many years and aside the unprecedented a year demonstration a fee de biaba a bin sida. Koko boy yateswa ebi ensida. Yen sign so who say abakwa se muna ban bi a yin sefi koko for asida. Right, I didn't see that. So, ama adia ain't see that for so many years now. A bandy I can't. I see ye a man yourself any share or space. If you
I renew.
now, you face issue no as it is because I had a for
All right.
and it's a minute a queer phone I can say, and a queer from some mutim kakra. One, a no crest say a USL man sign a gemono. Cocoa bo abafo. And yet the other can say enya no kreno only akonyem kreni na on kind of cre. Yes, ye gitum cocoa bo na abafo. Two, ye gitum so say dollar na ahode no eso so abafo. And cocoa ni bo no any dollar na a strength no na a kire cocoa ni bo Ghana.
Okay.
Because we have some the price no any dollar na ahode no and the chair no bo Ghana. But we soon your first time so sad not to yet.
Okay.
Me sanso gi tumu bi mu say ampa cocoa board a cow. Cocoa board as a mine institution a cow. But so you gi tumu say we soon your first time so cocoa board deka. Me shall say as young boy wa manyo semu no. Me hu say aban bi aba. Ama oba ye no waka say aban dada na yade. Cocoa board enya fa so da. E bi nsi da. JJ Rollins efi ho me papa o man penkufo eja me chewe bia na ohwe me ye kan say JJ Rollins agu cocoa board ameka bebre o man pen JJ so efi ho no ma o man pen mes e baaye
O man penkufo free ho
kufo fi ho no ma mes baaye it was the same thing mes kwado isu word bi say opepepepepepepepepe say hakko usu agman ene eye kufo aban akula su cocoa board na e kan kwado wontimi fa na no nye den enka. The same thing 2017 when a year Mills administration and no man opinion was administration equal yes we buy I don't know ante opuni imported fertilizers cocoa board cocoa rose that time no cocoa rover and omukan it's ABC that time okay the olam and a year what do you call it cocoa board a case in the UK arbitration your boy mine a kabubruja so they make say aban bia ba e ka cocoa board aban bia ba e ka no cocoa board no e yo pepepepepepe se na mess here den e kan ye no but aban bia ba on transfer sa e ka no emfa ma cocoa kwani no aban bia ba on manage ka no se be cocoa kwani no ho nye den enkyere no so tamayen so mu me kire eye nana dankwa Baumia administration ye ba ye on the 7th of January 2017 it was the same thing na sabi e ka o ebiem na eye cocoa ni bo wiasa ma sa dwemu no so ate from a year 3,815 US dollars per metric tons about 1,750 shipping 2,000 US dollars any free so that was 2017-2018 crop year by then yante so by yante so no ebo ni yantum by maintaining the better ye na ne de makoku ani no e de na ba ne ye aba ne koji sika foforo efiefutum e de ma cocoa board no de breach gap na wo ho no the financial deficit na wo in the 2019-2020 crop year onya faso no e no yi aban sika de ye den e de ma no sa na cocoa board ye bu no e di se wo ba na wa betoka wo ba na se cocoa board no ko e form wiase be se dwam na o transfer sa e ka no in the form of a haircut e de ma eye cocoa kuani na then na any management, but rather mismanagement and incompetency.
Is it not the reality? That's the reality. Sana aba. So why don't we face the reality? Na yema sekoko phone who said this is the situation I want.
Me nyawa ye kokɔ adwuma da and me kyerɛw. What you asɛm bi ka say against cocoa tree. What era? Akuafo no ye o time bi say against cocoa tree. As kyerɛ ne say cocoa kwani bi ani sika da ho. Cocoa kwani bi ani sika o bank. And it is abane nya nanso cocoa bo na no afa na krache. Me kyɛ ne purchasing crack. No ne na kɔ na fuom. No ma hwɛ enhyerɛne a wodua no ho no. Seed na wodua no ho na wa project it.
Okay.
Say I feed the 50 bags. And then obey. No age advance ka. Say mami emu 20 bags. Multiply by the current price. Ebi 3,600. Na waje so obeti ni koko ni di aiden e di aba. Eno no kuani ni de hye ne dan ase. Eno kuani ni di twa ne ba school fees. Eno kuani bi kwa di kan koto 207. Na wotete ne kakra. Na di koko na ai beden aba be shem. So what announce cocoa price of 3,600. Okuani no against cocoa dua akwaje eye 50 bags 3,600 wodi awie. Ne dey say o te cocoa ni akoma ni PC. Ade bi si da 100 years. Oda nyane ya 1 million baako, 1 million mienu, 1 million miensa, what a million edu eni akire. Eti sika waje ne bosia about 2 months ago a wona so ye a wadi awie no afi okuani ne kwakofa 1,000 Ghana cedi multiply by 50 bags no koje ye no which is 50,000 Ghana cedi and you go pay sika no ba bi no de akoma ye krache ni no and ye kokwa akuafo no so no ye kokwa afuo na ye nye ntos ye ntontos ye ntos kwa kakra bi ye di so oni any source of income. The idea I don't make one of the stations say aban a increase cocoa bo na nko be e wona the death rate owo ni rate na ebesi o mani e free na make say ekosi next month no we be show mama another data kura friend adofia cocoa purchasing crack aban nya sika nto ko no from November no ono person nya cocoa mo because unya mo a na de share scale no no 2 kilos unya more profit. So companies in sika dia onkoje bosen. So oko ADB akwa koje 200 bags sika at the rate of 3,600. Wa rache e dia to koko no koko okuafo ho. Mistake ba na say one sili koko no so anko system no so enti aban capture. Enti no na ba ye koko a ye fa na say aban toye. But akoje eye ehu sika 3,600 by 200 bags. O this kind of makuani ne deda. Cocoa naba. Well reduce cocoa by 1,000 Ghana cedi. And it ono no akwaji 200 bags for bank no. And then oboka will be 200 bags multiplied by 1,000 Ghana cedi. Or by demonstration as well, more TV so okra poison or no. So it is not about exchange rate. The air be ma make say aban with more than Sababu ni ntwonwe ya kenebuka trade and kede aban we ni besi ho ne de ama no tie se oma akwala banku dia be 10 years na obeso wo sesa no e ma ne mo a ye putu prekompe e ma ne mo tie du ba bia de banku ni kakra fra e mo no na o ya na ni taste no na change ya na o ma no foforo. That is how you change policy. So you cannot just stand up a day unprecedented. There is a Dr. Liman Emreso. It was only 2 months in a cocoa omanto. It was one of the reasons Tia J.J. Rollins. A year coup, a 2 Dr. Liman. Oye no oba adofia, oba borderline so, eba struggle okada history now. It was only 2 months. But when the oba ye no unprecedented, November, December, January, me no kasa se Cocoa akuafo cocoa ekufia ye nyo obianto 4 months. 2 months to obi. What you 4 months? The air libre sama many abra mi bomu ni biem nie. Look, when you are here, what is so aban say odisikama RBC for no. And I'm so much 10 or something. I think 1 billion. Put this one on record. Say Ministry of Finance, Cocoa Board. It me publish RBC ni baako.
One.
Omo ni sika me Adwa remember resign as communication director oboa
Fesima me na Franco
enura na LBC for ye meeting it was a Zoom meeting and within LBC for na nkasa as association you know omo kro mu nim de abama ni sika
omo na omte wono
omo they don't know the abama ni sika ebi me no kasa se CIA there is no one company wo to goko abano so ma LBC for sika the LBC for nkasa nim do receive sika no ebi the whole Ghana no there is no company ba kokoro wo to goko enti akua for kokoro ni kusuko fie. So if it's true you have given money to some LBC and they are not using the money to purchase the cocoa, name that LBC. But by my investigation, you know, I want you to put this on record. I'm buying Nisika.
All right.
I'm buying for 1 CD and my LBC Nibia. If OTB Prof share, I'll resign as communication.
Thank you very much. I'm Prof Sapon Akwaba. Prof.
Yes.
Good evening.
Yeja.
Akwaba.
Yeja was.
Frank. Memra ho member prof ne lawyer ho ba memra ho.
Why not start with them? Some better lawyer.
Enye ni this one. Enye ni this one. Until I me control no. Ti dia me pen na me busa. Mateo de yonko so.
No problem. Dey kan ma menchia titi ni ani ntin bi aja o ma da o ma foto so etumi betena. Fidikasi bi so se ni aso kire yadwen. E fa Ghana nkan kro ne puntu ho. Dey kan ma menchia His Excellency the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama. Na mamemra sentiment maminchia na nakosi Augustus na nakosi Augustus na ho forma na din ye ne kokodura odi party na me gidi se ye reorganization ye be to so na obedi anim ye da petumi no bio eba koko ane ho nkomo a ebe na wotwe mienu ni ase adi akoniaba fidie bia fidikase so ko social media o ko TikTok whatever cocoa prices fall short. Let's all face reality. Let's all face reality. At the end I see, they gina ye nim say cocoa price, world market price of cocoa. Yatiso. It was $7,200. No one can dispute this fact. And a yatiso about $4,100. Indeed, the government cannot absorb all. So the meaning can say almost your baby, no family baby.
Previously, says I no more, you know.
No,
and I resetting a caho.
Yeah, resetting and caho, of course. Sir, as I buy behind the strategy and approach towards a friend say certain policies.
Okay.
And for that matter, sir, buying people go bobosia. Edi abema sabe krafo na ka abeda e ho dia. Okoboka di kotuaka sabe ho nya hwe.
Okay.
So what I say. And until why not face reality for once? Yengina yanti and once say world market price of cocoa has fallen deeply. And for that matter, the base value say they are yadi to about 50,000 metric tons of cocoa no dia. Abans will maintain the old price at 3,600. So what I say, but the good paswa sabi for CC said the Bible ton dia. Was he in Obama womo and you also a momokra per the price world market no. Was it 2,850 something and
2,587. Okay, the world back. Okay,
world market price. You know what they buy a sikarimo. 2,800 plus something small go actually. And I buy okay. Me nyama bro. Me mamo around 90 to
90%. Okay,
93% of the amount. 2,500 plus. Now me so me 300 Ghana cedis na kano. And no crowd me in fact me be better fertilizers. More spraying machines, more weedicides. Any idea didn't you know? And only be making such provisions at the amamo. Enti no madaroma munsom na emre efie di anime no sabe cocoa do na ma wie ye na nya afi we nso nko na cocoa na sabe wo free tete no obete so mfa so nyina sign na aba ni nyina no this is not what we are expecting. So what I say to say the covid be say come no obi anu na person covid be say come we so one of such friend say unfortunate incidents and see. For that matter, about see and so we move now in the subsequent year, no say market no cost as the prices of cocoa no cost. What farmers are doing? What be my homo?
Okay.
So
I want to ask a question. COVID-19 by your politics.
Sure.
Cocoa no. It be no the politics because
politics as usual.
Politics as usual. Haircut by your politics. What's the difference between all these things? Because me, I'm speaking as a Ghanaian, not as a politician.
I understand your point. But then, we cannot run away from politics as far as some of these things are concerned, and the well-being of our citizens are concerned. We cannot run away from, partisan politics. And you know a party and a diaban your sisu here koye. Definitely.
Politics.
Why not?
Okay.
So what I say, but you know I see once said now, yeah, kase yeah ma acquire for 2,500 plus no. You hear the inflation of this country. As at the time you know edik cocoa edge 3,100 you know. Satam na cement boy say. Cement cement to be 120 Ghana cedis. With that amount of 3,100 cement to do now with me as at that time. Around 25 bags of cement. And ne yama ukweni no sabi 2,500 plus no. Cement to do na ukweni bit me around 30 plus. So it tells you, so indeed, inflation I drop it. And if the value of money, the value of that 2,500 Ghana cedis, it's well appreciable than the 3,001 I know about 2 years ago. No? So, and you should factor all these things. Say, now, you should say prices of cocoa above for no. The economy is what to say. Comparatively, which moves 2,500 cedis, I change the no 3,001. And it's a fact, you can't dispute it. It is clear, you can't dispute it. Maybe I won't what do you call it? For the battles, you can do it any day and there. Walk out with the amateur head mankasa. So what I say, and there be so guest case. He is Gasprin, and then what I say, the body language
is speaking to you.
What I say, that's why I come. They said me to be a calm, and me family, me some parliament they move for. Aside that, I buy so the reforms. Your friend say Parliament as a bill. Near Jituma, a bear law, ama Ghana. Let's see how feasible these reforms are and how I beat me about Ukrainian. One. Or see price adjustment, friend is automatic price adjustment program. Opposite the biba. Now Ukrainian say about A never bow, about B never bow, 70%. No government would reduce cocoa price below 70%. And until I don't know. Then again, yeah, Babe processing the cocoa beans locally. Companies are available. Processing cocoa beans locally. Say the beya abino. Before you major so then of course you be raise bond na there be a syndicated loan affairs no yakogia na pressure die so ya toto cocoa na wose ye de kwa abrochi na say you bit me use akwa yintumi use na chenchen na wose ye de ko no you bit me raise bond wa say sika ogan oman mu na ye de ato cocoa no na ye de processing cocoa no eno eba ne sa se be fasodie no be multiple na aside generating revenue no bebu no so benya adwumayo. What I say,
the reforms, and I mean, was a question there. For the processing of the beans, I'm for it.
Yes.
But what price kosura, ne kosru, a bafoma, ne bafom no. What benefit the bois cocoa farmer or no, or said na one more extremuno, or the against the cocoa tree, inti, on the names of what price kosru, what price a bafom. How will it benefit the cocoa farmer?
If it becomes a law, say a cocoa na beans a woman women are buying to me and turning below 70% of the world market price. Se cocoa no whichever price be a bian or amanoni biano, world market biano.
70%.
A friend says 70% and above.
Okay.
So there's and a basana and we buy Kessben Tiasian says a yamra, so was a mammo not below 70%. So what I say, and this time round, a binocra and more than 70. It was above 70%, right. 90. And this almost dear or my presso. Omunya a bag of cocoa and a ton around 97 million. Oh, mama, 31 million. And I am just in Pusu culture one say, a bona costro, munya 97 million per bag. And you think I'm almost 65 million. Bamuka said Debbie. And no, offer 65 million. Now, ma, okay, 31 million. Sabi, Sika do was a man of Ukrainian. 65 million old Ghana is the man of Ukrainian. Nene 1,000 cities and it's very 65 million. Or compared the two, and would you say was Ukrainian?
A bit me kind of blanketly, sir, because they don't your son saying they ain't cocoa price call for me, Senka and non accommodate show. And they are more Mamma Sebio.
Says can anyway. Say sika na almost over to or
na me ka koko farmer on the onim se ni ma mi awo
na
no
yes it is almost
about say MPP na wo ho say NDC na wo ho on the onim se say na wo say
beto ya nkanya ne say titu ka yeso ye mo that exact price world market price at here no nka the say sika be beka ho but that money is nowhere to be found you hunu say sika be be a fire and other friend say corrupt issues are the sector
then you should prosecute them.
Of course the ban say forensic audit cocoa board and for that matter you nyina na need that so say den ya na obi bia ye be find no culpable bia no you didn't say Ghana mra na den anybody.
All right, thank you very much member lawyer akosa ho na mintie no
before say lawyer be 2 seconds bayi minua what the number otu champo yeah minua ba kope minua a very good analysis bia very practical the sika sisi ani betimi aye ene the border da no so betimi aye but the me hu ni say ase eson minua no mo edwem ene eson yen edwem me more example aban dada no a yesi owie kokko akuafo no ema kokko bo no 3,100 Ghana cedi 3,100 Ghana cedi no na yeton the basic food dokono na yeton one ball 5 Ghana cedi dokono 5 Ghana cedi oba kura ho a ye wonhwe so bebre ti kokko skare to sa no ma we ye ko afuma ni adi eye ayi na 3,100 Ghana cedi a na Dankwa ba omi aban de mam kokko akuafo no eto we divided by 5 cities here eto dokon boss no eye mako sa 620 balls now look odeba eye 2,587 a wo wia okuani no 10 million no eto oli dokon no 517 even if someone to 7 series there no na 5 series there ebiem me ba boss me so also for brobe ebiem na oka asem bi say cement and so minimum dwuma woko ye free abamna cement here enye 120 cities cement never from 95 super no was 95 so offer cement cocoa one bag which is 3,000 Ghana cedi now divided by 10 ye free cement of 1995 Ghana cedi na auto cement 34 bags but ene cement here ton baby 110 you to be 110 you to be 120
politics as usual
over 110 over one inflation dey meji tum enkata so abafom dollar na meji tum enkata so abafom but the okuani do dey adwuma bia ne bo akosoro ene kafo spraying machine
akoso
a free 160 akoye 250 Ghana cedi krokro boot everything is up
Mami too.
Yeah, I killed it. Let's share it for name. Me no know my share. Prof, you see actually.
I was.
We share cocoa same na. How be the kakra? It's Krenino. Why any projection? Say be this crop season. Obenya 100 bags. 100 bags in who sikeni. There we are converting 100 bags beyond. He said we lose more than 100,000. I did that calculation last week or so. Na cocoa no so be a mainstay of certain communities, the western part of Western North, Western region, BA, Bono East, as well, and so we have Ashanti region here and part of Eastern region. I think water region so now it appears that we are not seeing the impact of cocoa no haircut, so to speak. Omu asitinem. Yara cheche for the Ghana has say more than 200,000 or so. We see a cheche for Sika, so that's our salary. You're slashing it by 15%. And then the Bekosukru has say. So maybe dear can say if you are going to implement the policy of deregulation. That is the best. It's the best way to go. For the reforms now, NDC government, but you have to look at what they see now. No, the politicization of the policy. Say, DNA karma eto bitrim.
Okay. I want to say free.
I want to free. It's MPP for they are justified. So Musore they can say no. I was buying this kana also the mouth. Because I don't know the last the current that's the running crop season. O catch on so the bomb 3,600 plus. It's did they see. Nasa friends said 1,000 difference net that's no. What is the quantum me is saying? It's going to collapse the economy of Ghana.
Okay.
How many cocoa bees? And I have villa. What's the stance now? It is yet who sat to an idea. Yeah, who say betting a cushion of Kuafon Kakra. Because 1,000 is not easy.
Yeah.
It is
So more interest. They paid about 90% of the beans. Now, 10% be paid. That's what they said.
No. It's. Adam can say I don't have any problem about that. But the okay,
and but
going forward, the policy direction at NDC, I personally think say the best way to go. Deregulation. On such a point, it and going into 2008 election, the then candidate mills also about better say fuel price and say drastically.
Yeah.
Now see the cocoa area friends say fuel price and not say fuel no. You campaign is you say no, you free.
Want to find your campaign view.
Because one here be exposed.
Yeah.
As you say, friends, the forest, the forest which we are the air exposed big time. It's a no as you doing so but the idea mistake can be faced at MDC is here and say extensive consultation with only farmers in here.
Okay.
You can't just sit one day. Who said that crowd from just setting? Every see come my every see a baba beti kukodi bonus. So all of a sudden I've moved to years a day. You're slashing it down from 3,600 to 2,500 plus. Do you know what I say? Day. We will not even projection again. And it says, "We'll be out of his about 20 bags of cement, 30 bags of cement." You know, a Kwabena won't survive. The next what? We are 6 months or 1 year, and that's the years ahead. So, as a nation, I think we've come to the point, and I said the convergent point. Say, so Biden said the reforms in the way to go. I'm for it.
Okay.
You who some people stick it to that. Say, Kosra. Yama cocoa farmers and benefits. A buff for then we are almost appreciate the price number for what market, and also what price, above from. Well, young continue saying that above for now, where you about politics. So they're going into 2028 election, open Conco General in Zara, and I say body and Conco Casse say a trouble mamia, cocoa, one bag. Well, say Abano, yes, your Bema will be about 9,000. No,
but this is a country, anything is possible. And here I can't buy the next government bar. Obey me, I friends and what review,
no, but the question is that review, is it going to note the benefit of all government at the day?
Okay.
And that's a farmer going forward because your project should be at least you said it medium term, long term, said the people man.
Okay.
But that be never go back and forth. It will not help.
Okay.
On says have 4 issues there. This are deregulation and you buy. And he said, I'm more piano, who projection piano. So what's in farm a campaign? Political platforms be able to be because we buy metis say no. And that was every month's piano. Yes, we are costro. Above from a costro. It be a crude one barrel near say, it be a $34 per barrel. It's a non determine what the price in there 1 year at least domestically.
Okay.
And I said, in the domestic economy, then it's what shape a man for thinking and everything. So, what your projection are, where the way not also put in place. Say, I don't the day, no, surprising you could do say, own castle, Wabana, so changing me.
All right. But that's it. Prof.
Yes, sir.
And no cocoa farmers copy it to you. Cocoa board. Copy it to
you. And Rami who more. Anopay ebinom say o mumbai kwa no munye cocoa farmers no munye say in fact say nipa bi ba ho no onye cocoa farmer kra cocoa farmer bi danase do you get it cocoa farmer for that omumu ko ho nase all right assuming so mum ko kra ya taxi drivers for nko na bo ko jan ko gina ho mpa cocoa farmer bi mpa ye pa kese pa no bebo amasa taxi driver no anti Mr. Politicians say more cancel be like assuming the person who went to cocoa board cry nye cocoa kuenia unyini se cocoa papa kokra bi danase e bompa ye bi man say me dem ase pass am ko kan ya asema ye to da bia na ye akuafo no and then I'm speaking as a farmer ye akuafo to da bia na ye ho ye mobo so me dey me hu ni say two things insensitivity and disrespect sabi at humor pa ye wodi makuafo no eduni mpompon so ye hu say ye ni say humor bro no ba ko ba ketekete say kura de makuafo e na sabi ye muwo mo sa adibuo no kakra na senior lawyer te hu sisi ye ya say at least akuafo in fact there are 1 million farms more than but for the last census Joseph Wahidu mo ye no they registered not less than 1 million cocoa farms.
Okay. Not less than 1 million cocoa farms.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no more so be cocoa farmers pension scheme as and so they started farm mapping and registration of AD. They registered not less than 1 million cocoa
farms.
Tiffany says oh dear nipa baako mpo na yɛ adwuma wɔ farm ba. I mean, I know say in one farm you can't have one person work in one farm any possible. Omu dɔɔso. But if I say if one person per one farm, we are talking about 1 million people, farmers. Assembly yɛkɛn. Sebe, no consultation, nothing. Yes, a cabinet went to a meeting. The cabinet moko as what farmers or as then. How many farmers did you invite into the cabinet? Omu groups no anampenin for no. Unse farmers omu oku, especially cocoa farmers no. Omu chief cocoa farmer, almost region bia cocoa region bia one the chief regional cocoa farmer district bia one the chief. Ni ade mutimi nya ada age kra tie omo. Problem na map to pro. Problem no ba free October. Omu bie cocoa no unse afie we omu bie cocoa be 2-3 times. Ye bie ye dika hinte March. Ye betum ena ma holding kakra ba ye. En ye bie in term August. Because of holding tina cocoa ni mbanti ye bie in term. And na October season nanka se fiase ye nanka sanso no. Omu se bie ye. Enti na ma e bo no 120 bi di kan ba ye. And na 450 bi ba be kan mo na nya kwaku 360 no. So what you say? Enti no October ye bie season na problem start you. Into it so because if it's in November ye ntua ameka ye be a season October once anka sika November chese ye be a season na problem start into enye putu problem start na sika nko November sika nko December sika nko January. What stopped Cocoa Board for say we start engage farmers no shisha nkrofo ho sa LBC cratch for na LBC cratch for sa enso cocoa yi when minim say yeah we talk cocoa na quality for nya de mu seal ni bo ho say kim Cocoa Board dia
nyo de bio
da so shed hokra Cocoa Board dia nya de bio enti sa engagement na amem from October November December abc ne to cabinet den kra na eme in cabinet sebe o ma ba so nku akotena se pa mo ntimi ehun ekura form bo
only minority no yajum because our proposal is senka o mampeni be yet state of the nation address na kema cocoa farmers in parliament
me say na MPB kan o ma se be jom e ma speaker kra ka che
so o shutu ne da
nyo no ye in charge of sa ne nto onya yi but me de omu ba ho ma ho I don't think say taxi drivers kra koye rally more and I said demonstration more me sure say obi betena baby you see unless and my sense what to say bi mo ba so mu de cocoa ne ate so ndi omu pepa
another group about bontia be ka say cocoa no de no ano no
o ni amanyo so mbebe me no politics na yes amanyo semti no ye betimi atwa obi bansa obeka so weye o minsa no mtwa ne
san kwa na wadodo
ne enti me de mesre and udim asema ekoso nya na ne emi ya wo mu ni se utie aban communicators no mu kasa won ombe blame world market price enyumre kura ya tibi enyumre ba kwa amanti amini otu champo amfa nka ominim se na enka ne issues or loti en ho aya mu wiom ta bisa se ye wo a ena kase mo to sabri anka be den mu ta bisa enne ne de ende manti wo but mu ta ye price no masa ye one ka be den na fe o ma ba inflation na we timi to we na we ntimi to we na fe o ma ba sa no automatic adjustment formula reforms in it it looks like the format is followed except that many to champo yi sa one ka be den na film you see me de ka automatic formula ne ho akase the automatic formula any enka one ka be den question no it should come from a very lazy businessman.
Okay.
Yeah. Who a businessman? Ghana a businessman. Fancy Ghana a nipo a businessman. Businessman no nyame adom. Sa oil de ya na ye ka ho asem say automatic adjustment abe solve oil problem no. Na Ghana ntu oil. Na ye we go to the market only to go and buy. We were not suppliers onto the market.
Okay.
Cocoa dear me nua Kwabena. And then bibia ye friends
abua
ka owo senior we were some time past near the leading producer of this same commodity we are talking about and then that second into the market where we supply Saniema we no ye major suppliers to that market who ye businessman Ghana ha obi edi mo emo no say your ha we will supply move and say 30% and 40%. When you could divu akra kabo mukra dia, muninam 60% of the market. You think you can come and cry like any other person comes to cry? Unko tokeku. Ukra de una supply. Koko and free Ghana. And because of that, you were forward sales are and penny for the can buy no more use because Ghana cocoa near premium. I know a ding, a brofone pay. Into Ghana cocoa and night here, see a per se ton 2028 season. To send Yaminia no free Western North, Eka say, yes, say against the tree no. Send ya PC betting me out against the tree no. A brofone so muton or muto cocoa ye, or mutimito Ghana there against the tree. Enyante ma ye kura no mutimito your friend forward sales enti your sister the market no edu ba bi na hwe ne se bo no wo soro na se ye na betimi abo akuafo a ton wo kokoo nyina wo da sa abre no obi beto ama osika no atena se atwen se obe supply di abre no mo se ye nye no. Where from that reasoning?
And they want the best price for the cocoa. Pese price na cost na yaton.
And net price no. And net price no. Eh fan say 3,000 something me what?
4,100 now.
And net world market 4,000. Good. As against sa November, December, a year can and then 7 to 8,000, 10,000 hono. Then I the best for the farmer. Whoever sat there to see that 10 enye the best. 9 enye the best. 8,000 also mempe, 7,000 mempe, about 6, about 5, about 4. And sana oba bebo natural kriafo no. That person should be a very lazy person. Only the CEO nyina, only the CEO Randia be nyina. Me just say Randia be na check trading no. E obi adwuma. But no, any the CEO nyina no, they should be extremely lazy. Unfortunately, December 5th, around that time na born nam 8,000, 9,000 mu hono. Na Chairman Randy wo FIFA you. It's that time now we are for share pe bibia TF we are for CEO ho koko for CEO ho. No hwebo no hwebo. No mu ye aha no mu ye ball ho draw. Do you get it? When communicators need discuss here, omu just anyema we nyina free mu. And they talk about world price. Wabro mo munim say world price no so sabi. World price and any first time about 4,000. Seriously, I got 10,000 crowd within the same period da. I got 7,000. I got 8,000. Then 8,000 ne buy and the move can then chere yen. Wabra Ghana send ye koko ni tenti omutimi to. In fact 2027 dia ye nyangura 2027 mu kra. Obetimi aton ne aton 2028 de ne. Na wanya secured price e de ama farmers no. Na farmers bia kwani bia plan ya wetimi a plan. Ni enti ese adwuna kuafo no ho se sebe omu bebre no a school ya makoko ya munim risk management ni ade mo ansua no. Ni omuni man say koko bo na da sei. Men so mete 10 bags. Do you get it? Enti Mrs. Ebetimi aye say ama, ebetimi aye say ama, ebetimi aye say ama, me say that of fertilizer, he say that to say, he say that to say. Omudi enye salary o, omudi enye income. Sa 3,006 na yate so na ye feel say yate koko bag bia so 1,000 no. It's like you have attached their salary to say na koko word for so muso mate on salary so. Omo akuafo sika nye salary. Akuafo sika ye expenditure.
Scanning mine with you.
Nyame ya dom na se bi ka ne nsemu a wasi cross. Na no kra ne be ka ne nsem no sa de hye anim for the next season na de nanim. Kuani bia no sika income. Kuani bia no sika salary. Kuani bia sika expenditure. Enti se see no what an expenditure ne so no. Obesida adokua no. That's how we should say it. But I mean if we begin to see it as salary there, no wonder yet so high. Me sure say cabinet ni omo mutina se nyina they were extremely insensitive because omo hu ni say your income e sika bia ekokuafo ni nsem ti yete so say ya enye e ba ye kua no aho sika na bia no mate nti me say me ti hai me bompa ye say enkonya nsunsuanso e wo ye next year produce so na me de manu si no me so wo ya age wo mre
time no ya so your other issues to look at
finance minister Minia ato forcing. Or the cocoa ye politics pa. Tine me nwanwa se ono ne penso ne be firi na no aba ne sa ne manema ni nyina ni din gina mu ewo mu ntintiman. Na nyame anim ni. He has demonstrated some rigidities. Ewo expenditure so. Ni nsemu aye den kakra. Emma nyama bebe ka bebre hon ma so tu a wontimi ntu a sa 50,000 metric tons here, 500,000 metric tons here. See ato yikura no a eno kura amanfo twen sika mu sankan sika no kura. Mate se nura ne nrechi ya we release mu 1.2. Ye pay 11 billion dia kutua kadada da ho kadada. Koko no magye wie ntua aka. 11 billion for skabra 850 baako 200 and something baako 1.2. And even near Yajida than the Krana Yepes Kadakotiano, the LBC's needs as well as over 10 billion. Oh, my 11.2, you are still not solving the problem. A China Jews, you can only day. And even Metia Bini Krano. Na Debbie, Minia Kwabena. Let's be sensitive, Kakra, Lemome and Yunekia for Kakra. Number 2, Nanka bail out your option. I'm for making a lot of defense. In fact, yeah, academic platforms, so people give all the sides of the discussion. But for me, for the sake of the vulnerable, ni pano, Sednia or Tia Nejuma Nimu Hatia Uko Fumna war Pamowo. Minister so mo bi da every day upon 2006 na me jinemu ye call one time kokoje a cocoa seedlings eni ayanso ye nurse ye wo ho ne gina nso mu batodwe die yi ne o chese na ni nyina chi no it comes to bailing me out for something I didn't commit made them ye kuani madam me koko nie when we had the chance to choose between yempe bibi mfanso masene na eya yasa pekoko no ahusika ni bia dia behye atete ye ka no we rather sold them out ye ntimi antwitwa anje ekuafo under finance minister yi ntimi ka ko se ni nsemu ya ye den dodo ohun obi eso ohun ni mobo kra ohun ni mobo that is bad. Okay, sika no kra 10 billion no kra omuhia no kra ye mpeka kra so fa won no fa kotu omu kanso yes mama 1.2 da be na ade ni aga ba komo minimum bia on a different project, World Bank project bia it started about June 2024. In fact, said Trans-City government. Now buying the buyer not because of contract issues into mu hote all payments and then you know so oh yeah hwehwemu obe kan ho asem kra wo budget mu wo parliament also wa hwehwemu ni nyina wie ma Ghana timia save sika then nipa ni nya email say oh we are sorry for the delay and I was due to the audit etwa mu die bibia ni abia be fine sa email ni ba October besi na ye wo February nipa ni sanka ndika we gina so akọ import niema ba be caport it was for manufacturing World Bank sponsored project enye government of Ghana
no so ensika ho yede
ena ne niema ne so ekọ demorrage when you send so we are sorry na then the nim say ade be chima nipa sika akoye import aba be gutem aport mo ko demorrage papa ne kasa no den say guniti finance minister on say ya ya den go.
Thank you.
That's
it. Right. When kind messages no kakra no na fe yento aso edos me yesho se metimi akan ni na just forgive me if I can't read all of them but me kind do na e de free honum we security because of Alan Chamatin's breakaway the 2 million people who did not vote wasted their time by sitting at home or wasted it on unpopular political party. We are sad because of the cocoa price, but they deserve it because they trusted Mr. Mahama party lies campaigns. But big shame to all NDC is backing this dangerous or wicked price. Odenho Tumudehine Nana Abwaje from Asante Achim Shidim. Thank you very much, Nana Abwaje. We say the reduction of cocoa prices by the NDC government is truly unacceptable. Explanations by the NDC communicators and ministers are very illogical, unreasonable, and unprecedented. We, the cocoa farmers, are not willing to listen to these fantastic and fabricated Kwekwanan's stories. We sound cacophonic in the ears of cocoa farmers from Wafayao Apa and Oduwe Abraying. Lawrence Wachi Etafro Buche was in Asorin Quantabe Interior Filling Station says evidentially clear that the Chief Justice did not want to establish any premier farsa case against the head of the OSP and the head of the EC because he stands to gain no direct benefits. He's also a disputed Chief Justice. Okay. Greetings to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the next president of Ghana. So it's very it is very pathetic the type of some parliamentarians we have nowadays. Tomato traders were killed and some banned in foreign country for no reason. Instead of the government to show some, I read about the massacre of his citizens. You see some parliamentarians blaming the previous government for refusal to build Walugu Dam, and therefore the traders died, and they will kill another travelers who next to blame. Okay. One for the amma. We see teacher Kujo Tepanyina Susu. Or say, when the NDC, I hear NDC communicators claim that the reduction in cocoa price is due to the drop in international prices. It seems they perceive all Ghanaians are NDC supporters. Now, they acknowledge the impact of international prices. When we attributed the decrease in fuel prices to the fall in international prices, they insisted it was due to John Mahama. But with respect to the cocoa international price, it is not John Mahama who should be blamed. Your hypocrisy is disgusting and disdainful. Greetings to Honorable Eric Danajma, Prem MP for Hafwa North and Chairman of Nohoko Kwapia Koka. Kyodi, company that, company that didn't have money, but the same company got money to renovate CEO's house, got money to buy 4 V8 Land Cruisers, 120 pickups. So the company that don't have money increased cocoa price from 3,150 to 3,600. How can John Mahama play and lie to Ghanaians like that? From KK, Ewu Kumasi, and the KNUST, and Nasakra, not the way I brain. The 4 KNUST campus security still. First year university students still have not received the refund or John Mahama promised you made to first year university student fees. Please, parents are still waiting for their refund. John Mahama, take Ghanaians serious, because for 8 years your son was not a boxing promoter. Since you took over as a president, your son has now become anyway. Also, or they are bringing and me pick the last two. Na yentwaso ewaha. Good evening. My name is Andy Oforidako from the Eastern Region, Abonse. All is that we need cocoa farmers' money from President Mahama and the NDC government. They are criminals, 419 people. You promise you will pay 6,500. So where is the money from Mahama when you promise you don't know the world market price will go up and down when you made the promise? Anyway, that is yours. Almighty crocodile. I say the incoming communication director for the good people of Asante North, President Mahama, has calmed every scatter of the economy. With this, Dr. Baumia is our savior. I greet Chairman Kuka, Honorable Kwako in UK, and Mr. Kessben of Stella Pharmacy. All right, thank you very much. Right, so let's move on. Nafi, there are 3 things. Me sure say bit me at the vanity me didn't go so that
I think it's quite unfortunate. Say rural and the Abbey the approach to this problem, the lazy man's approach, I beg to differ. Why? You see, the no trade ye cocoa price I buying 9,700. Now no far 6,500. Each bag biano. I never know because says you can simple crying young or dear. I do so now.
them
Not the no I'm bargaining ye, and I want trade ye no nya 2,800. No, I didn't 2,500 Mercury. So behind the
have you asked them? Mobusa baby Escano, and have they been able to account for it?
No. Where is that money? 9,600. One more 3,001. 6,500 in a kind of way. Dear no more dear, no to mention and say, dear, they say,
now I'm a quick one, just a quick response to Minia Oto Champo. You see, a cocoa bills now, a Joseph Wayedo J. 2017-2018 because of the same problem created by the previous government. Emra Omukono, not the loan was being defrayed, like it was being paid for. And yet loans are a building up or loan rollovers loans and it is because of good day na buy us no 9,000. Omude titi omu kanibi. It is enka yantia kuyafo ko sika no kura so nke gina ho a anka good day 9,000 10,000 na ka randia be ton wo ho no mo a ena go wan fama kuyafo nimpo ena ko de tete e can be kura na rollovers na free baby na buy ni nyina mu mpo aka go board one day can have a clean sheet.
Thank you. So let's
but I say of all the things nobody is telling Dr. Randiabi anything. Because it looks like Mini Oto Champo is so comfortable with Randy Abiu.
I saw Muso Yejuma.
Hey, everybody, Joseph Bayedu should be blamed, and Randy Abiu should be left free.
That's how they see it, right? Anyway,
Objectively.
thank you. Yantoso na ye 24-hour economy now law. Ye say eba be ye dwuma abesesa niema, and I say the normal political talk that we always hear. No, you see any SP impeach a friend saying petitions acquire a Chief Justice Abo Attraction and also ewo ho ensem ewo ha security operatives mechanisms ekwa akwasi so a and also ho nsensem bebre e ba galamsey ho nsensem sa niema we enyina ona traders na ekohwero mo nkwa no zako sa mamsa sem fefro this time around dia obetumi bia obetumi apikibu
Oh, okay. Then my main strategy is.
Obetumi apikewa obetumi akabia ho kakrakra. Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, 24-hour economy.
Yeah.
We share 24-hour economy. And MPP, one of their flagship.
NDC.
NDC. One of their flagship friends, manifesto promises. But they are making any policy. Be a what kind of campaign platforms be bringing? And say ne perpetuity no questionable. But the question then is, do you need an authority, legal framework, and sana what pushes the agenda of 24-hour economy? Or trade and what? Trade ministry, trade and industry ministry. We can have a department under that ministry. I will be pushing that agenda. You have a director with all the expertise. No assemble. Whether not to have something, you have a PSI. Where is a PSI now? I did because when I was at the Ministry of Education, Free SHS Secretariat, now NDC by power, they made a strong campaign promise. So and now there is a new director, national director, 2 deputies also appointed to be. It's still under the Ministry of Education.
Yeah.
And then it's a politicization of certain government policies. It drew maybe I don't say, you say after the exit of NDC, is MPP going to embrace same policy or are they going to modify it and what and continue with the implementation? Say this SC and no be a SC and be any politics do so you baby say but I buy from I need two baby. It made me feel say it's rather we should strengthen the ministries, the agencies under the ministry, no, near who some trade and industry ministry, no, your agency will put that agenda, and that's what will push that agenda. Now with a 24-hour economy, it is not a cliche, and I say just what can I say? And dear Roma, what are the indicators? And I say the better you are propelling me to that point. Security, lightning system, our roads. We have the manpower. You may think so. Youth unemployment be now, but do they have what the expertise, the requisite skills on betting a deliver given opportunity? Educate the DIA can over advanced countries. No more to 2 kwane year create who can cry 2 kwane. I don't know. And yeah, it's not about say compare as a bring investors. I was following the friends the discussing here, but I saw we are trying to entice investors and come over. No more about setting up near there. We are setting up this fund near there. I know that there is going to what build around what private sector. So the private sector driven economy, you have to at the state you have to put in place measures. And no me betimi aboa amasa policy na dey ban e betimi aye adwuma
tax incentives be honum
no with the tax incentives I don't have any problem. It's a fantastic idea. 24-hour economy aye adwuma but it's about the demand and supply.
Okay,
if the demand is high, yeah, we have to speak to the companies we were more running 24-hour economy. I mean, 24-hour service.
Yeah.
Or call this government institution, Ghana Publishing. They have been doing 24 hour. And you don't need any rocket scientists to tell you, say, there are certain people the demand is so high to the point to say, so what I'm for be now, I'm who come to be meeting, I'm for request with the
yeah.
Like the passports. The passport service now, when we are in the I do the day, I'm for be now, come over, there be na you deliver the brand in there. Until you know castle run is a 24-hour now. There's no qualms about that.
Yeah.
But yes, I say, yeah, me a cookery bebre. Now we have what? A director. Is it the Gositano? I think I've forgotten his
Gositano, yeah.
Near Safa, not that one for now. We near Fred Jumana. Ningina, best of what? Such resources.
Okay.
An opportunity to create jobs for us, certain people.
Okay.
By me, Diane said, it's a fantastic policy.
Right.
But you who quite first to implement it. So there's no need to establish an authority to push their agenda, just like the National Service Authority. They fought for what? Say more with the status of authority. What happened? The former appointees, what is happening to them?
All right.
So that we can engage with the what? Other foreign investors in our day, we can sign our days, we can do this, we can raise our own fund. We raise the fund or him fund. Whilst you have the trade and industry ministry.
Okay.
And other what it are connected and I say others the state agencies now. I'm here push that agenda. And to the hear say no my boy high ya to your boss say na ya think it through. Ya engage what broadly. I don't the day. You be kind of there, but its implementation will get your point now. Then we get stuck.
All right. Frank.
Good. Lawyer Kavi, I think a very good presentation. But the 24-hour economy primarily was introduced and was conceived to solve the youth unemployment in this country.
Okay.
Said ya mabunu your fashion union mo sabi omo we schools of course the partnership between the government and the private sector.
Yeah.
So the government's responsibility is to create the enabling environment, so to speak. Say the private sector now say be ordinary sika near other resources by be remuno or non so benya hotoso who say yes indeed say aban no mu dia megidi say misika na nya dia say be den ebeko beto chimana say beko wayward enti no me jitu me say the political world is there. The presidential special initiative for non-lawyer can once me yes former president Kufo conceived that idea no na ni so de hunu ni say enka eba na abeboa ama economy na ide afa ne to mapafra then sabi hanko yi so there say fofi antoata na sabi tihwe but this the president has said categorically so indeed the 24-hour economy no idea ono ankasa no na this wadi hu innovation no ntino omo the authority status say the be omo betumi
one still who shape ni shape no
24-hour economy
because say friends minority of parliament say the policy na say the mo kan wasem wo say na pia bontia
policy so policy no say who drafted the policy in itself entirely na a bit different from its implementation.
Okay.
So what I say now
so you sure say bit me solve the unemployment problem?
It will reduce it. It will not
solve it completely.
But at least send any America money, Germany no world leaders no unemployment here then. But our hope is that a better the youth unemployment in so to the barest minimum. Now, it will increase productivity. So, NAPCO introduced here. Indeed, unemployment. So, but productivity was barely zero.
Okay.
So what I say, in fact, we manage at the end of the day not buying sika crown or sunset or NAPCO for no.
Okay.
But in a situation where Nipano were engaging one employer no, Juma Dina Wodino. I think also to increase productivity, the production of course there. Then of course, you now you bit your home for over there. They trying to cut.
Okay.
Example: these pharmaceutical industries, agro processing now, buying so the focus on any manufacturing sector. No, me this is buying to an issue whole year. No, right investment coupled with the private sector now. Me this a bit booming. If the fund mabuni be more productivity will go will increase. And then, Sassikana Bina, Bigano, you between the chair or Moka, a bus on the economy inside. I expanded more. So what I say, into the young Nania Fakuma Panta, why not? This 24-hour economy has come to stay. We should all give it our support, and I think we should stop this issue of pessimism. Abia ni pani de besi na ni so ye bia na se wo anya komapa wo do ano do moko
do ano kana say
So I just don't want to become we say and no na omo the right energy, the positive energy be she dwuma ni mu abema dwuma die na ye no bo say ade na koto baya.
All right.
Baha, sorry. And you know, message say 24-hour economy has come to stay. Let's all give it the needed support. Said yeah, ebema ye offers you know manum so.
Prof, memra ho answer baba ojaba ho na prof me now 24-hour economy is law. Yeah, aban sign our company in say emra. Say the 24-hour economy has come to stay.
Okay. Yeah, can you know about I say
because we are maybe
okay. You know dear OSP ne isi ne sansem no dear. I think say baby akotwere no obuma na ntwere hɔ a. Aha. Ma hu say ada
I'm for raise questions we say na tie de nkan ne nko fara bamra.
Debi say no dear fan say twem do. Me dear me medical ko afidie so da say be madam araba.
Ko jari chiri.
Even though she was fighting for what was right to he was using the
so loud as court
until media mean ni penny mean kaso unja ba ye mia ba minya sada je no me come nka obi aba and media can be no problem but near baby abesi nso me na make say as a NDC phone be happy about it and minua penny Martin Kwabena so say mo submit petition
also also nyamfa ne de
nko ne de nko okay enti no omo munya satisfied by it nyina media I'm pleading with them say omu enya e man nka ne nko yanim abato no so bedi nkunim wa hu Madam Jean Mensa ontimi nya ho hwe sansu na abedi nkugu a wa hu Madam Jean Mensa ontimi nya ho hwe o me be fi me hwehwe mu bia se wo baby me the report ba becho na ya hwe if the ekoso na ya manage na fa the say nyame mpangu I'm not saying that the how is going to be senken na ye election day na wati koko fo sika so 1000 jimensa beti mi aboa
Dabi dia no be
enti mestre let's respect that institution. Madam Charlotte na yi koso ko na meti bia mi no to champion tie be kaya ankosi hwe
yeah
ene Madam Jean Mensa de na kopem yes there is no prima facie munya na manenya na juma na rather no munwini nipa ne ho me said my first submission na make sensitivity and respect for human beings so mudwini nipa ne ho a sebe man ne de jamo say mo nhwe yen na mo mfa nhwe yen so ma yasetena munye yi se mun ba nkwantana so bedu nkwantana so na mu take decision no a aya mo nwini yen ho Ekufado be catch us sorry man penny that Ekufado be catch us as for the economy there say ya ebe hu say na ebe hye no na nipa de ya nwunu nipa ho ne ma nipa ne wu a ye ntimi nkonya ne ma bi mudu nkwantana bi ya mo nkai sa de no
okay
when you do that the people will be kind to you at the polling station at the ballot box wa anya sa na wo choices bi ekoye mo sika na ekotu nipa twene ba bi a anhwe ana nipa ne so on the day na Jemen sentimi amwao because the make question say the electoral commissioner can never when timi amwa na kufu adode ne ba ya ontimi mwa wo ya hand me mo bia fa nani nto yisi so na munya omuno munya omadwuma na emom no mo ne omanfo ne ntina ye constituency by constituency MPs amonkom krom MPs efrem amonfa master teacher din bone anu no no chena bi uko ne anto amawa o se Mensa na ye ya na sawa na ye mo mobra papa ne ntoma mo intend dem de beto ho a then 24-hour economy me dem adwene mu no we hu say bureaucracy ne ye hye bureaucracies bam na ye ipe no hu say we don't really have a clear path ye nim ni aye pese ye say
all the hulabalu basu during
the campaign
still I nim the
no, the word 24-hour economy there sounds nice. But ye ding. Okay, oh na ye. Ye ding. Abwa ben like I don't know why. Then ye pese ye.
24-hour economy is mean to me chance.
What you say? Kessben ti hoyi. Kessben ti wo free wa.
Obi beba.
Obi be she wa nai.
Tie den dey 133. One bear
7,000 because wo free wa obi ba. Ono so free wa obi ba. Hwe also for mokpa so for free fancy him matching crowd the babechen so what I say he is even likely to pull more crowd than your democracy it is
yeah
adentia the content of our program no draw more people amanfo ani je ho demand ne high
Yeah.
Sanso na ne oyefiri ha oba be bonyum yi ne nyuma o hyehye no sebe to da bia wotie saa na de
Off mother.
ubetie untie kura ubetie
Yeah.
enti eye demand enye obi na ba net law bi ene be ma wo Kessben one running 110 and I say 120
Anyway.
eye demand
Okay.
eye simple ade ye ni eni aboa bia ni wi ase 24-hour economy
Yeah.
Debbie, there's nothing like that. If the need arises, meaning factory be what a just so kwemo baby, omucha socks.
I'm not here customized socks on.
O ti ase. Omu kwa de ombeti wa 110. Omu jina so sa. Nti when you see somebody says, "Oh, me better secretariat be." Number to need 24-hour secretariat. Maybe yemre bi. Number to need 24-hour law. Maybe say be a senior. Margin money dear. It is an absence of direction. Ye name at the crop and ye can one.
I see.
Say a mebun and a person mo majuma ya. By now, anka industrialization should be our priority. Senka a public space, the send ye can teach for one ever run a shift. Emma we mu half a ban or partner half a bay we are. Anka by now the education ministry should have been engaged on how to on school nim ebi mumra no pa na ebi mumra wi ase na be teacher for benya adwuma ye senka ye half one na nka if the things they told us during the campaign say ye no ho yi na na nka ya anka se ba na nka kanea street lights kwa na enya mbobo ye nka se ba na kanea kom afuom ho one tram because ne se kanea be kwa afuom
Yeah.
emo atimi ado anajo ado awi ado anwumra ado bibia nyeza it is seriously no we a buying time approach.
Okay.
As they try to see exactly hefa no munso ade ne na na munso ne ti ana munso ne because ebeba be wie demand na senior lawyer aka ya kwan ye da so wo ho ya yenye yi ne ye kan electricity ye da so dum kakra na so kakra na ejina so kakra na dum kakra na so kakra why 24-hour economy na light na dum me ba me line so nyina dum me free na me fie die num but me ba na me line so bebre dundun num ba minim na esi o machi but why 24-hour economy nipa na kwotena djumam ho like you doom light how bad Ghana nso ni nyanya importation yi e bia say nuanom me unfortunately nyamefa omumu free mu na yi nya ya omu free Burkina ba asenkoto mu ye import gari gari o gari toothpick ni ye import ye nya akwanya first time na anopedio annumedio to for facheme ye see ye to sanitary pass dia ba ye ma e wo school yakokra $200 million. Do you get it? And where the 24-hour economy no there, paperwork na ekoswa because Mseminia Penny Gusitano is now trying to pinpoint exactly where to start the whole thing.
So much I say 24-hour economy markets.
Incentive. So the issue is that markets no. KJTR market, for example, for instance, 24-hour marketer. Anka by now, anka alcohol man kabenya diato.
Yeah.
And yes, security would have been provided. Then there would have been set up. Everything would have been done. Me cry the minya cranka loading and offloading in strictly enko so anajo.
The market those that will work in the night.
Yes. Omombe juma anajo. Why be a person swat niema eyi niema e offload ye den nyina no. Ye best start here numere e bia 7 and 8. My yes juma ni be paying. LG4 omu logistic company e wa brochire eno no anwumre na yeko na trucks ni nyina start ba na aba enti mu be yi ahyehye ansa na ade achema omu ba be ye adwuma na nkasa aba enti bibisa can work out in the 24-hour markets for busy places like here and yenye KJT ade pese ye 24-hour economy market kwa de betimi aye but then some areas ye nyina nim the challenge that will come odi ade kosi okro obi ambo ni wo be ba ho mpa ba ye but what I'm saying is that delay na ekone mra na ye den ni nyina no emabunu ti fie twan adwuma no ene ye hyehye mra na ye te secretariat foforo sisi anep ma adwuma national youth authority ma adwuma national youth employment agency ma adwuma ya 24-hour economy the duplication means we do not know what we want to ye nyanya ne pese ye anke aye hey, one government been in him so 4 years or the 1.5 be near if exactly
he knows what exactly.
And in Kakrabia, or me who near Umpesum year potin and Nebia in the course of the year and next year. Now, if you about discuss how
it is
now going to.
All right, but that's it. Ojaba.
Yeah, Cody. Me tie me a lecturer. Me who say obi bia oje 24-hour economy. Adwuma papa wa ba adie. E wo campaign time no. Say nipa no mo de na adwen di akoro.
How?
The 24-hour economy omo ka kire ni nyina no as captured in their manifesto. Unya da give mo manifesto no mo a. 5 components.
Okay.
The first component is say Ghana yadache. Ghana nye say yada. Omuzu kro bi say sidin. Say ho ye kwa ye na. Ye ko awia all round. Ye ko adwuma all round that enipa nye den. Enipa ena. Therefore, the omampanyin a owo so ka kire emabunu no. The omampanyin a owo so ka kire emabunu no enie. Ese aba enyuma mu no. Ye be fa mu enyuma ebi ebekọ anopa ebi bekọ awia ebi bekọ anadwo de ebi kwa hemache de omuka ni nyina ne se menwia wo wie university menwia sebe wo ensanudwuma omo ye specific in their manifesto institutions ya enye so omoda wan ka se age so authority answer mention specifically the institutions here say running the 24-hour economy and and what they have to do is one to recruit more youth. Your firm abunu nyumam. Omo kan to the sense say kagetia. Amanfo ntimi mo money one man adwo. E dey ntia akronfo.
Yeah.
So then that's omo ye.
Security.
Omo first security for bebre. Omo kan to the sense say konongo kwan so. Filling station say bo eye anwumre ayamache wana na mapon no. Ye ni police for. It's ever police fire then at the mamo. In fact, you cry a tongue crantia and you crawl upon honor. Almost may provide security amaya and I give it to my tongue crantia. So what must say? Dear I am a yana mabuna mutemio. Nurse for mufia musu say impostumo. Teachers are musu and musim postumo. It's not like you don't have institutions or vacancies at the Ministry and Health. You go and read the current report by the NGOs on education. Opa including class bibra school dance si wo ba teachers nim okọ hospitals are nya nurses omo so vacancies in there you don't need an authority according to the okan ye no the okan ya ne say you are going to give financial clearance ye ba be free gap ni nyina e say oba municipal assembly ho no ma ye benya trade letters do be ba wi de anwumre de na anadwo de e ti obi bia na ono no ye bamburo na opa adwuma no on qualify so director no oto dem awo ebiam o ka kire say teacher for na so ano obe post automatic posting in accordance to 24-hour policy eti obi o pay teacher adwuma ni bia ye no adwuma papa wabo policy 133 oto dem awo afa so wie na wan ka say minister of health be ka kire say there is no financial space akonya nu obetima fa nurses for adwuma it's say ye financial gap no akrosu was also say ye na what promise won but we also say akrosu local government there are so many ko the various assemblies na department be any adwuma for ho but only need financial clearance but when you were in opposition what the kind of kejetia adwuma papa wabo 24-hour economy na ye nyina na de chene boy some so you have scanned them you have deceived them so you have deceived them according to your manifesto it is an over betna ha na ba vet you say to me abedun sa na afei ye bo wachi say emaburu adwuma nye wo say me kwakote authority do you need authority as a minister of health and financial clearance do you need an authority and son institution dividend na mo boy wo mu no omo financial clearance na fa mabuna dwuma aka so ye na you don't need authority it the same thing na mo ka kire ye mabunu say Ghana kokwa ye basa no mo di bia say stabilization fund ebeba the best support to a year we are some and sign your cocoa no a year basa ye the best support to civilization. Now civilization we have you who say if you have then deregulation as the Chinese saying there will be no what you call sterilization fund. What promises sterilization fund?
Yeah.
You understand? You promise a Kuafono when you go and read your 14 policies, capture under cocoa, so you will pay them bonuses on time.
Yeah.
I have in your research 14 promises under cocoa. Sterilization fund year one, and the sterilization fund no, what they do regulation, therefore Emma so. But what the Twabama a yezu a yaza. We no catch on so you pay bonuses on time. And the bonus won't come and be more 1 year and year a year as what's come home. We also catch on say you increase their what do you call it bag pay cocoa no so what must say in accordance to the world price and in accordance to the sterilization fund. And then the whole jam up at the amount. So the NDC in opposition no a different. And the NDC in power no so a different thing mean to be that. And the womb Bruna or to Abama will pay my no. I feel they say yet authority. You promise us on go say more police no more by my and cheaper. Those people me businesses. Yes, I'm catching and the 24-hour economy. So what best subscribe no can you above four can you be stable? Ebe san so ebe san fofo 1 year nie enne prepay and can ya as obi de na no twa ho a onom ne bo no ekọ boom 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 ekra chese na wa be de oba beto ye 1 year on business is collapsing because of high cost of electricity. Me say as obi teche na ono twimi obi teche ono so twimi ono bi so ka de Owusu no na me ne den me nyame kan say so it is say upon the okay nyina o manifesto mu a ehwam upon the okay nyina on 24-hour economy am dem afi na mbeka say you are going to build industries agro industries to create them jobs then edentina mu krosu one district one factory. Because now you promise in your manifesto say, and the 24-hour economy, every district is going to have agro, what do you call it, factory. What's the difference between one district, one factory, and one district agro factory? What is the difference? It's not the same thing.
The only difference is the adjectives.
No, it's not the same. Agro, it's not the same thing. You understand? So a mabunin can upon so a promise say to about we are pay. Omo benya adwuma ye no ye ntwam yensi factories nwie ansa na ye nwua na ogiwudi ekoto abadem awo no wonya adwuma ya na you have spent close to 1.5 years you are going to 1.5 years and you cannot say it's a 24-hour economy na kan ye no emabunu ya form adwuma you are not going to build factories you are now establishing the authority going to make sure you build factories do you know how long to use to build factory it's not 1 year what we have to look at where the resources are you have to plant the resources to feed the factory. It's about 3 years, it's about 4 years or 5 years. Meanwhile, you promise him, say, what to about my no when you then aye. This is a scam.
All right. But that's it. Yeah, wrap up. Prof, about 2 or 1 minute now, wrap up my now. Yes, sorry.
Oh, me ibiaka. Me imagine say flagship program kese pa NDC de ba memu ye 24-hour economy. Eye ho clock watch ye bodan ho bi. T-shirts are minuanuma minum ye juma omushe nyina bebre na 24-hour economy. Flagship program pa. Me de toto na na Dankwa Akufo-Addo flagship program na ye free SHS ho. Emra na manfo cry wona na Dankwa Akufo-Addo abemu kase onya butre na train.
Untiminye
Train next year untiminye den. Na do sinkiti jina so e make sure say e ba so. Nti the energy Kwabena empanimfo dey share 24-hour economy no. For me, I say it's just time buying. They don't know what exactly they want to do.
Okay.
I say yehuni epese ye bi ne de fa ha ne de fa ha ne enyense ene enkwesi si market ene enkwesi. But the 24-hour economy was done. A young lady no be gina obe church mu say adwuma back 1 3 fa ho watch na it was extremely clear. And a flagship program. To make the message, all the to the ane. Then I could for the flagship program na free SHS no. Or manani bri yellow even the first year. Obi so ba prof ya ntu ye bo ase anya nhehye ho mra tena na do free SHS problems ba ho na de ma men kan cho Kwabena. Business cycle na yesua wo school no. The business cycle assumes that after doing everything right business be a befiase bia then a betimi asi challenges aba o partner say 10 years how they plan it 24 economy problems we be implementation stage a problem bebem ti mesre flagship program
right
se na mu ya ye no adumuni adan yes dan ye hu bi dey fa no that will mean a lot.
All right, but that's it. Ojo.
Kodi. Some day I can be brave. As I say, penifo can be say sabi oba ko dwa na o che.
Oh, yen hu ye.
Oh, yen hu ye. Brothers. Juma no beba so.
Yeah, dey
beba so.
The 24-hour economy will work.
Definitely.
Okay.
No two ways about it.
Okay.
Say the suggestions number can find. Nye ni nyina na ebeto ago bi o ho on point ebefa na ye de aka juma de ye bedie no na Ghana for no so how feasible the 24-hour economy is. Ebe Ghana for mbonu benya juma ye.
All right.
By 2028.
As to 2028 na move free so.
Me say by 2028.
Na say me ka say we o man penny free so no.
Oh, okay, so on be
okay, so then this will continue with the 2020.
Of course, sure.
All right, that's it. Oyaba. Finally, what will you say?
I have Vimwa, or modest defending 24-hour economy. No,
24-hour economy.
That's a mushime.
I don't know him so.
Because, to be honest with you, Obia or one China or G24-hour economy, dear. It's here, dear, me papa or also president, Ekaye. The communicators, Ekaye. Obi you sue. China, friends across.
Gidon. Mr. Pa. So, and I'm Cassio.
So, and so I'm kind of still an African phone say, in a young way, yeah.
Me pacho German kasa Mr. German kasa
Sane can say mobile train 20 years upon say the free senior school buy ye the factories buy ye the nako buy ye ni buy ho so no opposition the same thing am dey okwaku afọ e kan muntie no the same thing na ye ntie don't worry you know
address me
and you no count and you na make count make 24-hour economy once me no can distract me you understand they make nyina say you make a strong promise. They are friends social covenant with Ghanaians.
Social contract.
Yes, with regards to creating of jobs. And you clear so bit my inflation from perfect. I agree. Obit my no man ye cheaper. But say mabru na juma anya on ba be security threat. You understand? And it the missing you no end this for say most some can say Ghana for mabru be call juma 133 no. Ye hwe manim say be ye juma. Most some can say every district be an benya agro industry no ye hwe manim so mo be adwuma. Most some can say every cocoa region ebenya the friend say cocoa institution and I say cocoa university no western of ye there. Ashanti region university eastern region there ahafo there na ma betem kakanka ya da mo say mo she boke say akase na mo be ye
lawyer
yeah KOD I'll be petition
all right
say your dream was yetimi tena as a nation article 146 of 1992 constitution and yes obi atena wa was so me fee say independent state be and I say be EC chair or OSP and I say be chief justice bisusu say no maybe cause so and I say Francis be cause so na djuma ya wo yem timi we gun kratas
politicians na manabasa.
Now we've gotten to the point sir, people are calling for senke yenya emra because 146 and there should be what a statute now spelling out the guidelines the threshold that any petitioner be also
yeah.
I said, I'm saying, so way fractions when they be a me is teacher, and I said, me breach here, so petition. And now the new the constitutional review, about recommendation about it. It's fantastic.
Okay.
If you can take a second look at it and then going forward, the bebwa, I'm away by you, and I can't hold the nerves down.
All right. Thank you very much. Meda lawyer Ernest Akosa Ase, a private legal practitioner, Oti Professor Smart Sapon Oko KSTU Odweni Echim ono na penny kwantrefo Emma Research Innovation and Development Otinenka Sanso ena ora your friend say Ojaba ono eye Ado Yaw Henry Ojaba Harry Ojaba ono eye NPP communications team member national ena yewo the lecturer Ora Frank Oto Echampong Okospiritan University ho no dinjuma no san kasa edema the National Democratic Congress. We bring the curtains down on today's democracy. Me say enya impact be bia wo bia. I'll pick it from there. Me dey the Kwabena also Dankwa Malama ya na share dwumadi a ye dey bro together without technical handlers. We thank you very much for today. Yakramo. Bye bye.